It's me, Amanda, and I can't keep living like this. Just know that it's not you, it is me. But I'm breaking up with you. I feel like I'm stuck in a pit and I can't climb my way out. It's often dark and it's cold, and my chest is heavy and it's hard to breathe. Some days I feel like I can see the clouds, the sun, but I know that soon it'll pass, and it's just something that was a false sense of hope. Being stuck in an endless loop of doom scrolling as a relief for my feelings, trying to spark something new that I know that is in there, but it isn't coming from doom scrolling. Knowing I want to change, but change happens from action and not from just wishing. But no, this isn't about changing. It's about living. To live a life that I hopefully can look back on, full of joy, hope, and admiration, saying that I can't believe I did that instead of I wish I did that. But before I go talking about the goals and everything that I have wanting to move forward, know that I do have a husband and I have 3 bratty cats that I wholeheartedly adore. So much that it hurts me. But all of that love and admiration I feel for them, I don't feel for myself. And that is what I'm hoping can change within this next year. I don't love me, my laziness, my career, my image, or any of that. But here I sit at 33, wanting to change that. I have many ambitions, many things that I want to do, and it could be things that are new versus things that are old that I've already done. Things that I already love versus things that I'm just straight curious about, but I want to do it. I want to see these ambitions through, and I don't want to tap down anything anymore. But now, here are the rules. Number 1, no doom scrolling. Not even in the morning, not at night before bed, not when I'm in the bathroom, not when I'm in the bath. Coincidentally, number 2, no phones in the bathroom. I'll let you figure that one out. I want to have a morning routine, but I want to get up between 6 and 7 a.m. I want to be able to wake up and have time to set myself up for a good day. Number 4 is always be curious and never stamp it down. Always leave time for curiosity. I want to discover things. I want to look for new things. I want to have inspiration whenever I can. And last but not least, have fun. I don't want to do this and then come out thinking, this was the hardest thing I've ever done and I hated every bit of it. No, I want it to be the hardest thing I've ever done, but I want to live during it. So I'm going to do this as me, as a messy, curious, and creative person. For my physical health, I want to do daily yoga. It'll help open up my lymphatic system as well as just really prepare my body and make it healthier. Because now that I'm getting older, I really need to do some kind of mobility movement in the morning. So I'm going to try to do yoga. Next is Pilates or some kind of active movement 3 to 4 times a week. I'm not going to push myself because I do have an active job, so I don't really need or want to do something so aggressively hard at the beginning. I just want to start, give myself time for it. The next one is what I'm hoping will spark my curiosity as well as my creativity, which is daily walks in nature. I love walking in nature, so I just want to continue doing that. This year I've been really good at taking walks after meals, actually going outside more, and I can feel the difference. The next one's kind of a big one. It is not really physical health, but it is health related. It's getting my PCOS balanced, my polycystic ovarian syndrome. I want to feel good as well as just overall look good. And I know that I want to feel good all the time. And then if I'm brave and bold enough, maybe I'll join a class. Like a boxing class, a yoga class, a Pilates class, any kind of like active class that I've been curious about. I'm going to try it. Next is self-image. I actually want to dress the way that I want to dress. I want to stop being average and be what I want. I want to try different styles. I want to get out of my comfort zone and I want to do something new. Skincare and oral care twice a day, every day. I mostly have this one down. Mostly. It's the skincare, the daily skincare that gets me every time. Next is education. I, most of the time, kind of feel like I'm an idiot. And I know that I'm not. So, in order to make that better, I'm going to do a monthly curriculum just to keep learning the things that I'm actually interested in. I'm going to try to learn something new weekly. The third thing ties in with my hobbies. I'm going to deep dive into them. I am not going to stamp down that curiosity anymore, and I'm going to learn more about them. I want to learn more about art. I want to learn more about birding, anything that really just kind of I enjoy. Next category, career. I don't really know what's going to come of this, but hopefully something good. I really want to kind of try to focus on YouTube long form and get away from the short form content I've been doing. I really want this to be a creative outlet, but it could also be something that's like a long-term career for me. The next thing is I've always wanted to be an author. So sitting down and actually making time to be an author or writing is a pretty big goal for me. I don't really know what is going to come of this, what the future holds for me doing this. I want to do it, and hopefully I'll fail. Hopefully I'll succeed, but at least at the end I could say that I did it. Next category is hobbies, because I have so many hobbies. I want to cultivate them and keep them growing. I need to make time weekly for each thing. I don't want to go weeks without touching a canvas, without sketching, without going outside and looking at birds. The next one is, I've already said this, I'm not stamping down my curiosity. If I see something and I want to do it, I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to lean into them. I'm not going to surface level doing them. I'm going to lean into them. Hopefully finding my art style, finding something about myself along the lines with my hobbies. It'll be good. Love and relationships. I want to become an experiencer and not somebody that just sits on the sidelines learning about things later. Having monthly date nights with my husband. We've been doing this already slowly, but it's something that I've always wanted to continue. The last thing for life and relationship is the biggest thing in this category, and it's travel. I can feel my soul crying out for it, wanting to go experience things, and then I just see it from the sidelines on screen, and I want to travel. I want to camp. I want to hike. I want to eat across the world. I want to experience it. I'm going to be a beginner at it. Last category. It's a big one. It's usually the biggest one out of all of them. My mental health. A big step for me would be to go see a therapist. I have a lot of trauma I've discovered in the last 5 years, and I probably should try to work through it, not by myself. The next thing that I have tried many times and have failed at many times is journaling. Whether I do it in the morning or I do it at night or I do it just in the moment, I'm gonna just try to do whatever works for me. Third thing in this category is getting a diagnosis for all the things that I may or may not have. It would just be great to know. I can't drive. It's a whole thing, and I'll explain it later. I also hate it. Like, I don't want to do it. But I will. I want to learn it for me, for my independence, for this whole journey, and also for my husband, who has been patiently driving me around for 15 years. It's gonna be, I think, my hardest goal, and something that I think if I were to do that, I would be able to do anything that I set myself up for. So for some setbacks, I'm going to be probably too harsh on myself, and I really shouldn't. The next one, being too ambitious. I have a lot of things that I want to do, and I want to do them all at once, but I have time. It's finding it and working everything in there. I can do this. My second biggest setback is probably going to be comparing myself to others. I'm not going to be perfect, and I shouldn't expect myself to be, because I see other people doing these things, and I'm thinking, that's easy, but it's not. I just learned how to edit this last year, and it's hard. It's time consuming. I learned the easy stuff, and now I'm trying to do the hard stuff. My husband did a lot of my editing for me in my other YouTube videos, but I decided from here forward, it's gonna be me. I'm gonna do this. The biggest setback I think is gonna be the hardest for me to do is holding myself accountable. I'm not gonna wanna do these things, but I have to get myself to do these things, because I'm just gonna find myself back here, buried in this pit, dark and cold, and I don't wanna live that way anymore. So I have to do these things even when I don't wanna do them. Now, I know what you're thinking. Am I actually going to do this? I hope so. I sure hope so. I don't know what's going to happen, but I do hope it's going to be fun. So join Perfectly Imperfect Me on this crazy, stupid, probably wild, spark-inducing, hopefully creative ride. Because I'm in my 30s, and even though I think my time is up most of the time, I know it's not, and I'm not acting like it anymore.